Hey fam, welcome back to my channel. If you're joining me for the first time, my name is Chef Fran. But first, give me a virtual hug by hitting the subscribe button. And in return, I will give you a new recipe every week. Our creamy polenta with tender fall off the bone pomegranate short ribs with the pomegranate areoles on them. Here's our vitamin content. So I'm taking my short ribs and I am putting them in a bowl. I had vacuum sealed it. Look at this nice, thick, nice lot of meat, great marbling. That's what you want to look for when you go to the store. You want to make sure that it's not all bone, that you do have a good chunk of meat and it has great marbling, because in this case, fat is your friend because that's what all the flavor is. I like to clean my meat with acid, and it's just kind of to get rid of the bacteria acid. Just pour it in for like 2 or 3 minutes, and then I'll rinse it off, and then we're gonna season it. So when this lemon juice is on it, I just kind of like rub it on it, just to kind of make sure it's like all on. And then I just, like I said, I just like leave it for about 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. And then I just gently rinse it off, pat it dry. And here are a list of ingredients. So I took a little olive oil. I've rinsed it off with the lemon juice, the acid I had on it. And I just put a little olive oil and I'm rubbing it on it just so our seasoning that I'm gonna put can adhere. Because sometimes when you put the seasoning, it doesn't stay on. And then I have a little bit of Montreal seasoning that I'm gonna put on it, and a little bit of Cajun seasoning. So just to turn over all the sides, just a little seasoning. Just continue this process. Same thing, just turning on each side of it to add a little bit of that Cajun flavor. Gotta get a little more color on here. So let me show you what it looks like. So we kind of want to get color like that. Like this. And so now we did this side. So we're going to do this side. That here. So we're going to add our liquids to our Instapot, such as our wine. I like Marsala, you can use red wine. Our beef broth. Gotta have our pomegranate juice. Low sodium soy sauce. So I'm putting my short ribs in the Instapot. So I have 4 garlic cloves in my hand. And the garlic cloves are not fully peeled. Very important information to know when you're using a pressure cooker Instapot, if you're not aware already. And I also have 1 whole onion. Now, with the onion, I just took off the brown outer skin. I left the bottom stem. I took off the top stem. Reason being is because of the high pressure from the Instapot or a regular pressure cooker, it will disintegrate if you take off everything. So this will, at least as it starts to disintegrate, you'll still see some pieces left of the garlic and the onion, and the flavors will all come out and be there. Placing the onion here, putting my garlic cloves around here. See, again, leave that outer stem there. And then we're gonna pour our liquids. It's supposed to be 1.5 cups. I have to put another 1/2 cup here of the beef broth. Okay. And then I have 1/2 cup of my wine. And then I have my brown sugar in here, soy sauce, and I have 1/3 cup of the soy sauce here. Okay. And then for my pomegranate juice, I have, this is 2 cups. 2.5 cups. And we kind of want to make sure that all of our things are fully covered in our pressure cooker for 35 minutes on high. Now our short ribs are all done. Now that's the thing though, there is a lot of fat, which we will take care of and remove. I have a special equipment. Look how tender this is. You shredding it. You can make yourself some sliders with the short ribs, the way they're just shredding right off. Or you could just put it shredded like that on your meal. Look at this. I just want you to see how easy and how tender this was. This is our garlic. Remember I told you about, see how it started to disintegrate? This is why I did not take the skin off. Because had I taken the skin, it would be no garlic there now. We're making our veggies for our polenta and short ribs. So in our pan, we have some onions, olive oil, butter, and some red bell peppers. And once this kind of the onions are translucent and the bell peppers soften, we're gonna add our spinach. And so I have my spinach in here, which, as we know, spinach literally cooks down to nothing when it starts wilting away. But it's good enough for our polenta. So I'm just adding my little Himalayan salt. And I added some black pepper before. And we are done. Our veggies are all cooked up. So now we're making one of the stars of this main event attraction, the polenta. So I have some vegetable boiling here. I have 6 cups of vegetable broth because it requires 3 cups of liquid to 1 cup of polenta. I am using this polenta as I showed you earlier. Now, if you're not familiar with polenta is basically cornmeal. Black pepper in here, and a little bit of our Himalayan salt. Here's my 2nd cup polenta. I'm gonna lower my heat a little bit. And I'm gonna start stirring this. So we put our butter in our polenta. Now I'm gonna add our coconut milk. You gotta keep stirring it. It does bubble and pop a little bit. So you gotta stay on top of that. Make sure you don't get hurt. And add a little bit of cream. Pepper jack cheese that I had finely shredded myself. Now you can let this settle where it will get firmer, but I prefer it more liquefied like grits. And you want it creamy like this. Well guys, look at our pomegranate short ribs with our creamy polenta and our spinach and red bell peppers that we made. Oh my gosh. It really is nice and creamy. So good. Look at that. Look at that. Cutting straight off. Look. Guys, take a look at this. How this is just so soft. Oh, gosh. Heavenly. Heavenly. Oh my gosh. Look at how tender the short ribs is. And if you're new to this channel, welcome. We welcome you here with open arms and great big hugs. And if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe. You won't regret it. And share this channel with your family and friends. They'll be happy you did. And we do answer our comments, so comment below if you decide to make this or if you add something different to it. Because I always talk about cooking, it's about passion. Subscribe for more delicious recipes and vitamin details. Also, your support will continue to allow my channel to grow.